I see there are many young men in here tonight, so I'm going to tell you some advice for you. You have a decision to make at the young age. The decision you have to make is, what is the focus of your life? The focus could be either food or sex, you see? 20 years from now, if you make the food decision, you will look at yourself in the mirror and you will have a big body and a very tiny little penis. But if you choose sex, you will have a normal sized body and you will have too much penis. Okay? This is the choice you have to make. Now, you can figure out if you're making this choice now through a very simple little test. Think of like last weekend or last time you were with a young lady, you know, you're getting busy, you know, with that lady. And in the middle of getting busy, if you say to yourself, I'm getting hungry, and you say to her, do you want to stop and go have dinner? Then you have made the food choice. But if instead you say to yourself, I'm feeling very hungry, but I don't care, I'm going to keep making business with this girl, and I don't care if we eat, then you have made the sex choice, you see? Now in real life, I give you a nice example. You look at me, I have a normal sized body, but I have too much penis. Now look at John. And you can see the choice that he made. He has a big body and very tiny little penis. He has what is called a Hebrew penis. And he's made a choice, and that is perfectly all right. Now you see, I tease John a little bit because I like John. And when I tease him like that, it's like I throw a little snowball at him. And what will happen when he come back onto the stage, he will throw an atom bomb at me. He will say terrible things about me. He has done this in the past. He comes up onto the stage and he says things like that Kinsey Damon put a, what do you call that things, ladies, that you get pleasure? Is this rubber thing? A ding-dong? A dildo, yes. Bingo, dildo. He has said of me that Kinsey Damon has put a dildo into my anus. Not your anus, my anus. I'm not talking about the solar system. And he's also said things like that on my forehead I have the impression of his balls slapping into my head. That is right, the tea bag, yes, the tea bag. John, what is wrong with you? Can't you keep a secret? I'm sorry. That was my secret! What can I say? So, gentlemen, let me tell you, there is another test. Well, let me ask you first this. How many men in here think they have too much penis? Too much penis? Raise your hand. See, look! All these men have too much penis. That is good, you know? And that is anything more than 2 inch of penis is too much penis. Now, I'm sorry. I think when I said who has too much penis, one of these young ladies, you start to raise your hand? What are you raising? Are you changing teams? You're coming to our side? You're going to have a little operation down there? No? No?
It's called penis envy.
Penis envy, sure. Well, of course, I understand. Well, listen to me. Were you thinking that you get too much penis? Why were you raising your hand? Listen, when you are in the front row of a comedy show and the comedian asks you a question, be careful how you move your body. It is like an auction, you know, if you wink or you twitch, you know, next thing you know, you won a $50,000 painting. Gentlemen, I'm going to give you a quick test for you to use to determine if you have too much penis. This is what you do, all right? The next time you are with a woman for the very first time, okay? And you are naked and sweaty and getting busy and you are, you know, you are going to push it into her, you know? When you do that, if you hear her say, oh my God, then you know you have too much penis. Doesn't that feel good to know that if you go a little further, you can send her to the hospital, you know? Now, if she says to you, oh my darling, it is okay, size does not matter. This is code for meaning that you have tiny little penis. You have the penis of a child. All right? And if that happens, you're totally screwed. Because from that point on, she owns you. She owns you. You will be monogamous because you are afraid to show that tiny little penis to another woman. This is called being pussy whipped. I just learned this phrase this week. It is called pussy whipped. I like this term, pussy whipped. I have a fantasy to be tied to a table and to be whipped by pussy until I am unconscious. Now I'm going to bring John back to the stage, and he will tear me a new asshole, and he will do things to that asshole. And be gentle with me. I'm going to stand here and take it like a man. Matt Bayon, give it up for him. There he is.